Having a Gas is the podcast that talks the great and the good of the creative industries. Today, I'm having a gas with Jason Brownlee, the founder of a marketing consultancy called Colourtext. Is if there's anything we can derive from, anomalous spikes in genre trends like hip hop, which I thought was the dominant thing. It turns out on Spotify it's pop. But hip hop has this huge uplift this year over last year. Is there anything we can draw from that?
And I think to explain that, I think just capping off what we were talking about around the Christmas spike is a good lead into this, because what we're looking at here is data for the 200 most requested songs on Spotify. And the top 200 songs are generally the songs that are in the ether right now, that are usually charting and that are getting a lot of airplay, and they're usually new. Okay, it's generally new music that drives the top 200 list as we see it. What's different at Christmas is that you start to see songs being played that everybody knows, that everybody's familiar with, and suddenly old songs start to really peak. And that's what we're seeing at Christmas, where people have got shared references to what a great Christmas song ought to sound like and feel like, and it's going on the playlists, as you point out, and that's what's moving old music right to the top of the top 200. For the rest of the year, though, it's quite different, and marketing schedules at record companies play a big role in how this works. But so does social media as well. So I'm pretty sure if we look in the data, we'll see Fleetwood Mac in there, which wouldn't have happened without that TikTok moment of the guy with the ocean spray on a skateboard or whatever he's doing, somewhere in California. So there's a lot of stuff coming in from left field that wasn't around last year. TikTok wasn't really having a big impact in 2019. But my goodness me, it's the one kind of platform that the record companies tell me that they are most interested in understanding the value of as a marketing tool right now. Now, that all feeds back into what's going on in the bottom chart, which is genres. And I have to be clear for you here. Deciding what genre to tag any song with is a difficult thing to do. And actually, Spotify doesn't really do that. We don't get that data from Spotify. This is something that we've had to make up ourselves.
I see.
And the way that we had to do that was after years of collecting lists of artists that people have manually tagged with, I think David Bowie's alternative, or I think David Bowie's indie. We had the multiple lists of like thousands and thousands of artists with a lot of duplication between them. And what was interesting about that is because they've all been done by people at record companies, radio stations, music TV channels, all the places and people that I work with, is that none of them entirely agree, but there's a certain degree of overlap. So we basically built an algorithmic approach to merging all of those different lists and letting the lists argue amongst themselves until a consensus algorithmically emerged about what record goes in which, or which artist goes in which genre.